K through 5th education. I chose this because this is something I'm very passionate about. This is actually what I'm pursuing as I'm going into college next year. And so I just thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about it. Why did I choose education, especially K through 5th? Here's just a few reasons I listed. I've always loved children, and it allows me to develop a bond with others. These little kids, they may not have a bond at home. So when I'm at school or when they come to school, they have the opportunity to know that someone is there for them. I want to have a family, and teaching is a family oriented degree. This allows you to develop how little kids' minds may work and things that they enjoy. Teaching can help me prepare myself for the future of being a mother, like I stated. Allows me to leave an impact on someone's life they may never have anywhere else. School may be the only safe place that some children have in their life, and when they are at school, they need to know that they can trust people and make the best of what they have there. It allows me to be more flexible in my schedules as being a best wife and mom that I can be in the near future. It allows me to spend time with my family and my kids on the weekend, but also come back to school and be able to give my best to them little kids. I will be blessed to have a younger children looking up to me. You may be the only role model that some kids have in their life that they need. They need you to be there and support them. The salaries, they average, but starting out it's around 40,000. It could be a little under, about 38, 39, somewhere in there, but 40 is the basic average. Then after you have been teaching a few years, it'll range from 50 to 60,000 a year or anywhere around that. And that also depends on if you have a master's or a bachelor's degree, which I'm going for bachelor's right now and may in the near future go back for my master's. And the longer you stay with a certain school system, the more your pay and your salary will increase. Things such as top out pay, or just it really depends on your school system and what their policies and things follow up on there. And in the summertime, you can take a cut in pay, but most school systems have plans that you can go about, as in coming in 30 minutes early one day, and that 30 minutes that you come in every day will add up to your summertime pay. But others have different policies, and it really just depends on where you're teaching. The pros of teaching: you always experience something new every day as a teacher and an educator. You never know what you're going to come into contact with or what is going to be on them little kids' minds. You can decide what you want to teach to a certain degree or point. Like you can teach English, math, social studies, anything really that you want. Unless you do like kindergarten, you're going to be teaching a little bit of everything. You get to embrace your love for learning with your students. You can grow and learn with them. The bonds you form with students, they never go away. Like, I can think back to when I was in elementary school. I had a favorite teacher, and when I see them, I love being able to see my teachers. You will become a safe place for students to come to in time of need. Like I said, you might be that only safe place that some kids have in their life or even at home. So when they're at school, they need to know that they can trust you and know that you're behind them and going to support them. Teachers tend to get more days off in a year than most other careers. That is very true. You get the weekends off and you get staff development days, which isn't really a day off for you, but the students aren't there, so it allows you to catch up on some of your work, and you get the whole summertime off, and you get spring breaks, fall breaks, and that's a very, very positive aspect to teaching. You have the advantages of pursuing more than just being another teacher. You can always push yourself and go back to school, get your master's. There's always a growing standpoint of being a teacher. You don't have to ever stay where you're at. Now, the disadvantages, you definitely must have a heart for this job. It isn't just for anyone. If you don't get along very well with kids or understand how their minds work, this probably isn't a very good job aspect for you. It can be stressful, but any job can be stressful, like I said. Stress is real, but I would love to be able to pursue my dreams and be a teacher and be there for little ones during their time of stress too. Specialized teachers construct the same lessons multiple times a day. If you don't like the same routine, you're probably not going to like it. You will struggle to teach them as well as you would like to. I mean, you're always going to say that you could have done a better job or think that you could have been there and taught them better, but always know that you have to do your best for these little ones. Development days can be some of the worst. They can be very stressful because you have meetings and you have so much work you just know you got to get caught up on. Teachers don't get paid or receive enough credit as well as they should or all they do. They do a lot for your little ones. I mean, while you're at work every single day, they're coming to school to try to teach them and give the best that they can, and to be able to tell them and explain each of these, even just a mathematical problem or reading a sentence. They are giving their all to teach your little ones, and they are there for them and taking care of them while you are at work. Pay during the summer can really pull you down. You need to make sure that you are putting a little money back every now and then to get you through the summertime if your school does not have any policies that is very well set up. Some weekends can call for grading papers, which that's with any job. You're going to get caught up during the weekend some days with your other jobs. Most weekends you're going to have off with your family, but if you catch up on your papers and you're grading through the week, you should be set during the weekends to have your weekends off with your family. The benefits. There are many benefits that come with teaching, such as like your insurance. They receive medical, dental, and vision. Most teachers have good retirements. You're entitled to sick days if you can just find a sub. You're eligible to receive paid leave, such as like maternity leave, and you're off every weekend, which allows you to spend more time with your friends and family and be there for your kids. Your child, if they decide to go to college in the future, they get a 25% off college tuition, which that can be quite a bit of money and add up when you're adding up prices for college. The schooling. Earning a bachelor's degree in K through 5th education takes about 4 years. It can vary depending on how many college hours credits you take in a semester. Programs vary by school, but the focus is still the same. All these require classes about interacting with students, such as like lesson plans, interaction, and emergency response, and what to do in time of need. Most schools require a 20 to a 22 on the ACT, depending on your grade point average, which if you have a higher grade point average and a lower ACT, sometimes they will work with you. I plan on going to the University of Tennessee at Martin in Parsons, Tennessee. It's at home, and it allows me to pursue my dreams while still being at home. Schooling can be tough, but it will pay off in the end. Push yourself as hard as you can if you really want something, and you will be so glad that you did. The career outlook. This job outlook is currently rising and is projected to rise 3 to 4% every year for the next 7 years. So that is constantly just going up and up and up, 3 to 4%. Jobs can be hard to find in certain areas if you don't know people within the school system, which There's always job availabilities for teachers. You just really have to search and stay on top of that. Once you accept a position in a school system, jobs are easy to keep pretty much if you're doing your job and you're doing your best, and your bosses will see that. No matter what statistics say, there will always be a need for teachers if there are children who need to be taught. These kids are all that we have sometimes, and we have to realize as teachers that we can't have bad days. We can't mess up, because these little kids, they are watching, and they know if we're having a bad day. So we really have to stay on our A game and give it our best shot.